the streamer, Slim William Games, whatever you want to call me, back in the video, back in the bit. I can't even talk. Back in the building. Jesus, back in the building. Smash that like button and subscribe button. So we're gonna talk about the Switch 2. So the Switch 2 is out, and it has made and sold a lot. It made a lot of money. What recession? Because Switch 2 has sold, I mean, it's sold like, I think, like, let me see, like 30 million copies so far. 3 million copies, I'm sorry. This Nintendo Switch 2 has sold approximately 3 million physical units worldwide since it's been released, and it's estimated to sell 15 million copies. Wow. So they're buying these Switch 2s up, man, and that's great for Nintendo because it's been 8 years since the first Switch, right? But here's the thing: a lot of people are saying, "Hey, is it worth switching? No pun intended." To the Switch 2 if you already have the Switch 1. Now, if you can afford to buy the Switch 2, I mean, go ahead. If you want to get it, go ahead and get it. But people are asking, is it really worth switching over to the Switch 2 if I already got the Switch 1? Especially the amount of games where the video games, if there are no exclusives that's coming on the Switch 2, what's the point of getting the Switch 2 if I already got a Switch 1 where I can play the same games on the Switch 1 versus the Switch 2? Kind of like having, well, I'm not going to say kind of like having the MetaQuest 2 and MetaQuest 3 if you're in the VR, because the MetaQuest 3 actually have video games that you cannot actually get on the MetaQuest 2. Batman, and they also coming out with the new Deadpool that's coming to an exclusive. You actually have exclusive on MetaQuest 3 versus MetaQuest 2. Now the Switch 1 and Switch 2, let's look at exclusive, because if you're talking about straight exclusive where, okay, you cannot get this on the Switch 2 at all. You can only get this on the Switch 1. You can only get this on the Switch 2. I'm not, let's see if they got any Switch 2 exclusive only titles. Okay, I'm looking it up. Nintendo Switch 2 will have exclusive launches titles such as Mario Kart World and Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. Other exclusive games included Donkey Kong, Drag X Drive, uh, Hercule Warriors, okay, Kirby Air Ride. Okay, so they actually got some. So these are the launch titles right now: Mario Kart World and Nintendo Switch 2 World Tour. Right now, that's all they got. So technically, there's no other exclusive out yet where if you already have the Switch 1, you say, okay, I'm gonna go out and buy a Switch 2 because, hey, everybody else is getting one and I need to be in the loop. I need to be in the loop, right? In my opinion, if there is no exclusive titles yet that you really are itching to play, I say hold on to your Switch 1, man. At least hold on to your Switch 1 until you can absolutely make sure you're getting the exclusive deals. Because if you're not getting the exclusive deals and you can play the same games on the Switch 2 that you can play on your Switch 1, it's kind of like, well, I'm going to pay an extra $500 for what? If you really think about it, right? For what? My fiance has a Switch 1. Well, she has a Switch 1 with a bunch of games. I'll be honest with you guys, she barely plays that, right? So I was talking to her about the Switch 2, and she was like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Because, like, I haven't asked her what exclusive she likes playing, but I know she loves Mario and stuff like that. So but I know with the Switch 1, before she had the Switch 1, she was killing me about getting the Switch 1. I gotta have the Switch 1. I gotta have the Switch 1. I need to have the Switch 1. Get me a Switch 1. When her got her Switch 1, she got a bunch of games with it. Switch 2, even though it's outselling and it's moving units, Their estimated sales, estimated to sell up to what I said, 15 million units. Estimated to sell. They already sold 3 million already, and they're estimated to sell, yes, 15 million by 2026 alone. So they're moving units. Great. But at what cost of video games are you guys getting? What video games exclusive so far that if you went and already bought a Switch 2, you're like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna still play the same games that I already have. I'm just asking. Because I've been looking at reviews, right? Of the Switch 2. Great. It looks amazing. They talk about it. They say it's great. Pretty much they say everything with the Switch 2 is amazing. The only thing is they say it's really no video games for it that is worth switching to buy it. A lot of people, you can look them up and go online and look up Switch 2 reviews. They talk amazingly about the product. Yeah, the hardware and the product is amazing. But there's just no games. There's no games. I don't think on the Switch 2 can you even get the OLED screen on the Switch 2? Let me look. There's a Switch 2 OLED. Does the Switch 2 have an OLED? Switch 2. Let me see. Does the Switch 2 has? Oh, hell no. So the Switch 2 don't even have an OLED screen, bruh? The Switch 2 doesn't even have an OLED screen? What? And you're paying another $500 just to play the same damn games you already got? Come on, man. Come on, bro. Now, if the Switch 2 had an OLED screen, I can justify. I can say, okay, I get it. Switch 2 has an OLED screen, bro. Hey, man, hey, I gotta get it. Bro, Switch 2 don't got an OLED screen. What? What's the point of getting a Switch 2 if you're not even gonna get an OLED screen? You're not getting no exclusive titles. Why? Oh, Slim, I gotta have the newest hardware. I gotta have the newest this. I gotta have the newest that. Yeah, but at what games? See, me personally, this is me. I'm not saying everybody should do this. This is just Slim. If I buy something, especially a video game console or whatever, I look at, okay, what other games I can play on that I cannot play on with what I already got. For example, I was thinking about getting a PlayStation 2. I mean, what? No, not a PlayStation 2. A PlayStation 5, whatever number they're at, PlayStation 5 Pro or whatever it's called. I thought about it. I said, okay, well, what games can I play exclusively that I cannot play already? And I'm currently doing my research. You see, I don't. It's great to have nice stuff. There's nothing wrong with having nice stuff. But you got to justify getting nice stuff and look at it like, okay, well, if I can play all the games that I can play what I got already, why would I? And the features is not really that different. Why should I go out here and buy this? But everybody got to have the new nice stuff. They got to have the newest stuff. They got to have the newest this, the newest that. They got to be in the in crowd, right? So I got to have the new Switch 2. I got to have it. I got to have it. Well, let me know what you guys think about this, man. If you got a Switch 2, leave a comment and let me know what you guys think of your Switch 2. And are you excited about future releases? They do have future releases. In my opinion, I think you should hold off from getting the Switch 2 until the future releases have been released. In my opinion. Because if not, you're just paying $500 for something you already have. It's your boy, Slim William Games. I will catch you guys next video. Peace.